Module 7, the Constable process. Congratulations, you've won your case, you've won your eviction. Now what? Okay, the answer, simply put, is now we need to go to the constable's office. The constable's office is either in the courthouse or it's located across the street from the courthouse. Las Vegas Justice Court is an example of this. The constable's office is not in the courthouse itself. It's located directly across the street. The information that you must know for the constable is the case number that you just went to court on, or your eviction immediately got granted. You still need to know what that case number is. The property name, if it's in an apartment complex or if it's in a complex of homes. The landlord's name, the landlord's address, the tenant's name, the tenant's address, and provide a gate code if there is one. And you also want to provide a good contact name and number for the property. For example, if you're a property manager, you're going to put the landlord's name and the landlord's address, but if you're doing all of this for them and you're going to be there at the property for when the locksmith comes, then you're going to put your name and your contact number. This is who the constable is going to contact. The name and number of the locksmith of your choosing. That's the last thing that you need. If you have keys to the property, great. You can change the locks yourself. But if your tenant maybe changed the locks themselves and you weren't given a key, that kind of puts the process of continuing with the lockout on a halt. So bring a locksmith just in case your tenant did change the locks. That way the constable's not sitting there waiting for a locksmith to come. The constable will contact you, will contact the contact name, okay? They won't really reach out to the landlord. They don't really care about the landlord. They care about who's going to be at the property. So the constable will contact the contact name for the property the day before the lockout will take place. And he's calling to set up a time for you and your locksmith to be there. You only get one chance to be there. This is very important. If you are not there at the proper time, the constable will move on to the next lockout that he has that day, and you will be forced to pay them to go back to the property. This is very important to not be late. Communicate with the constable of when works. They only have that window of 24 to 36 hours. So when the constable calls you, you can't say, hey, you know, I'm out of town for a week. Can we push it to next week? Because the answer will be no, because then they have to reserve that 24-hour to 36-hour notice. So important that you communicate with them. And if you go to the constable and you know you're going to be out of town, don't go. So important. Just don't go. Wait till you get back and continue the lockout from there. And that concludes Module 7.